Would you torture for pleasure? Or more specifically, would you torture puppies to be able to taste chocolate? Hi, I'm Savannah Bild, and I'll be further explaining Alasdair Norcross's arguments on the reduction of factory farming in America. Any morally rational person would reject the notion of torturing puppies to be able to taste chocolate. But why does the same person turn around and support the torturing of billions of farm animals each year? Although this similarity may seem outlandish, Norcross explains the connections in his intriguing article, Puppies, Pigs, and People Eating Meat in Marginal Cases. He then further explains that if you support factory farming, then you support the torturing of puppies because one person can impact the number of animals being tortured. Puppies do not have a moral difference compared to factory farm animals, and marginal cases would then imply that it would be right to torture humans who do not possess a morally relevant characteristic. One argument against the similarity between these two cases is the impact of one person on the torturing of animals. In the puppy scenario, Fred is directly torturing the animals, whereas in modern day society, you tend to not have a direct impact on the torturing or killing of the meat that you are consuming. A rebuttal to this claim, as Norcross explains, is to simply state that Fred paid someone to do it. Another argument against the similarity is the impact that one person has on the production of meat. In the puppy example, Fred is the only consumer in the market. Therefore, if Fred stops eating chocolate, puppies would stop being tortured. Whereas in modern day society, if someone stops eating chicken, then the market probably won't even be affected since there are millions of other people who do also eat chicken. Norcross refutes this argument with an example of two men in Alabama. They go into a coffee shop, and at this coffee shop they are ordered a piece of chocolate mousse cake, which has become Alabama's #1 new cuisine. After finishing the cake, the guy turns to his friend and says it's the best cake he has ever had. The friend then turns to him and says it was made through the torturing of puppies. Since this guy cannot affect the market by not eating the cake, then why should he not consume, eat, and possibly buy this chocolate? A morally decent person would say this is ridiculous, but why would they not say the same about continuing to eat chicken? If this is not convincing, maybe because it's too far-fetched, let's break it down to some real numbers. Let's say there are 250 million chicken eaters in the United States, and to make numbers round, each person consumes on average 25 chickens per year. If one person stops eating chicken, then 25 chickens will be saved per year. But if all of them stop eating chicken, 6.25 billion chickens will be saved per year, and the market will definitely close. Another opposition may claim that there is a moral difference in puppies and farm animals. Norcross suggests that then there must be a morally relevant characteristic that creates this moral divide. This could simply be just that humans have a propensity to like dogs and cats more than farm animals as pets. While this is definitely seen in Western culture, it's almost quite the opposite in Eastern culture. For example, the Nuer tribe in Africa. They show a distinct love and interdependency with cattle all the way through their kinship ties, in which each boy is named after their favorite oxen and each girl after her favorite cow. They are also required to put a dowry of cows up for each wife that the man wants to possess. Instead of human inclination towards certain animals, one may argue that puppies are just smarter than farm animals. While this is definitely the case with chickens, it is not so much with cows and pigs, as if they are equally or not more intelligent than dogs. In the article, Pigs Are Intelligent, Emotional, and Cognitively Complex, Beckhoff explains how pigs are able to solve challenging problems, have individual, unique personalities, and display a wide range of emotions. All these characteristics are signs of higher cognitive functioning. Not only do pigs but cows possess higher cognitive functioning as described by Lori Marino and Kristen Allen in The Psychology of Cows. Through their research, they found that cows display object permanence and object discrimination. These characteristics are not present in newborns until the first year of life. Understanding that since cows have morally relevant characteristics that newborns just do not possess, then it is fair to say that cows are worth more than newborns. Then is it not equally fair to say that you should kill the baby over the cow? These notions would be rejected at large by a good number of people. Therefore, Norcross suggests that morally relevant characteristics are not what distinguish moral differences between species. An opposing argument may then state that human babies have the potential of morally relevant characteristics. Norcross refutes this with saying that if there are people who are handicapped, they would never be able to possess this morally relevant characteristic again, and then is it not fair to say that the handicapped person should be killed over the cow? He then argues that if you cannot reason why you should kill the cow over the handicapped person, then the cow should not be killed at all. In summary of Norcross's arguments, since it is wrong to torture puppies, it is equally wrong to torture farm animals, because one person can impact the number of animals being tortured, whether it's 25 chickens or 6.25 billion chickens. Also, there is no difference in the love for puppies versus the love for farm animals from humans as seen in Eastern cultures. Nor is there a characteristic, such as intelligence, that makes puppies morally different from farm animals. Lastly, marginal cases would imply that it is right to torture humans that are not morally relevant over animals that contain morally relevant characteristics. Since this is wrong, it is also equally, if not more wrong, to support factory farming. Now, it is time for you to decide. How do you feel about Norcross's arguments? Do you think he's correct? Do you think he's just crazy? Please comment and subscribe.